welcome back. Today we're going to put on a charcoal mask and show you how to do that the right way. I've done it a few times and this has been the first one that I found that really sticks and pulls things out of my pores, so I'm about to do it and I want to show you guys how. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean my face. So I am going to wash it with a face wash and then using an astringent to make sure I got all the oils off of my skin. So keep it really short and sweet. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do that, apply the mask, wait for it to come off, and then peel it off and show you what results we get. So one sec, I'm gonna wash my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my face washed for the most part. I am just blotting this dry. And I'm going to use an astringent again. One sec. I'm not going to put it by my eyes or anything like that, but I do want to get the parts that I'm going to apply the mask to. And that should dry everything else back up. So all the oily parts, that should dry though. Then I like to apply my mask in my hand and apply it with my right hand, my strong hand. So what I do, I just take it. It says to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. It says apply a thin layer, and I like to err on the side of having it be thick enough to peel and not too thin. And I want it to all peel in one piece, but that's just my preference. Some people do it differently. I got the mask in my hand and I am going to start in the middle of my forehead and work the T-zone down. It's pretty thick. I do want to get as close to my hairline as possible, but I want to get the major parts taken care of first. So it's pretty much like putting on face paint, but making sure it's the right consistency. And I've used a few different ones that didn't do what I wanted them to do. I'm just looking over in the mirror. That'll help me do it a little quicker. There we go. You don't want to get too close to your eyes. But you still want to get everything that'll be pretty relevant to removing oil and things from your skin. And I don't apply it on the facial hair. Because it'll just pull the hairs. It's not recommended for facial hair. It even says that on the container. So we got the major parts covered, right? Pretty thin, we got it all to connect. I'm about out, so I'll add a little bit more. And it says to let it dry 5 to 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I got enough to spread and cover all the areas that I want to get the oil out of. The oil, the debris, whatever is built up in my pores. And it's been a while, so we ought to see something. Bridge of my nose. And work this up. Go closer to my hairline. I'm just making sure that it all connects. So I think that's the most important part, is just making sure that it connects. Even if it doesn't come off in a perfect sheet, it's still alright. I just like mine to come off in one mask sheet. And you can do this with an applicator if you're doing it on somebody else. One of the little squeegees, like the cake pan applicator, the ones that you use to like a little spatula. So that took me about 5 minutes to put on, and I'm gonna go and wait. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. I'll set one for 10 minutes, and I'll let you know if it feels like it's able to peel. So you want to let it dry until it's ready to peel. A little bit further past that won't hurt you. So I'm gonna go do that. Set the timer for 5 minutes. I'll come back, and then in 10 minutes I'll come back and see if it's ready to go. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. Let's take a look. It still looks a little shiny and a little sticky to the touch, especially around there. Nothing's coming off, but it feels a little sticky. So it doesn't feel like it's ready to peel. So we'll let it go 5 more minutes, and I'll catch up with you then. I want to relax in the meantime. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Let's check and see what this is looking like. Not as sticky to the touch. It still feels a little cool, like with the air blowing on it, but nothing coming off. So let's see. Let's see if it peels. That part was still a little wet. Ooh, that pulled my hair. They did say don't get it on your hair. So this is after 10 minutes. I'm going to peel half and then let the rest dry all the way. It's been about 10 more minutes and it's dry. So I would recommend just waiting until it dries all the way, especially if you're going to do it as thick as I did. That's not really recommended, but I like for it to peel in one piece like I was saying. So now the rest of it should come off and you can see that it's actually getting things out of my pores. Sorry, I know that's a little gross, but now it peels. See all those little fuzzies from my forehead. Wish you could see a part from my nose if I can find it. There's some of it. See all the little things that it pulled out. Here's some more of my nose. I don't know how well you can see it, but and all the little cracks and crevices, they just take a little bit longer to dry, like anything else. And that's it. And I just really gently roll the rest of the little pieces off and typically wash my face again, but that really helps get all the little dirt and debris out. So just let it dry all the way. I just wanted to show you what happens if not, and what happens at the 5 and 10 minute mark, unless you put it on really thin. Okay, so I got the rest of the gunk off my face, and I hope you can see the difference. It just feels like it got a lot of the uneven spaces on my skin that evened out by pulling out the gunk. So that's what a black mask does, and that's how you apply it.